Hello and welcome to the Habit Coach Podcast, the bite-sized podcast filled with quick and easy, actionable habits. Remember, great habits create that awesome life. I am Ashdin Doctor, your habit coach. And today's fun fact of the day has to do with the word pocketbook. Did you know that the word pocketbook has two different meanings in the UK and the US? In the UK, the expression pocketbook is used to describe a paperback book that is small enough to fit in one's pocket. Whereas in America, a pocketbook is used to describe a small leather pouch where women keep their money. Now, originally, it was meant for keeping books, but however, that changed to cash. Now, my dad and I used to often joke about the Oxford Pocketbook Dictionary being so huge they would never fit in anyone's pocket. It was so huge that I used to grumble about taking it to school every single day. I don't think I even own a dictionary anymore, come to think of it. But today I want to talk about a different kind of pocketbook. A pocketbook that has probably led to solving many of the world's problems, or was the origin of companies worth billions and billions of dollars. I'm talking about a simple pocket-size notebook and pen. This one thing has added so much value to the life of creative people, entrepreneurs, CEOs, and world leaders. Most of us have brilliant ideas throughout the day. And this is because our brains are brilliant machines, creating new thoughts and new ideas out of thin air. Unfortunately, that is where most of our amazing, world-changing ideas land up, lost in thin air. Unless we find a way to capture them, store them, and ultimately use them. You know, the lives of so many people are filled with regret. Regret from seeing someone execute an idea that they had 5 years ago. And I've heard so many people say this. You know, Ashdin, I had an idea about a company like Zomato 15 years ago. Well, having an idea is one thing, but bringing it to life is completely another. And the easiest way to do this is by carrying a tiny notebook with you. Anytime something interesting happens, just write it down. When I used to wear shirts to work every day, I used to have a pocket notebook in my chest pocket and a fancy pen sitting next to it. It was almost like a uniform. And this notebook was full of random thoughts or ideas. I scribbled to-do lists inside, a phone number or email address of someone I just met, a drawing of something that I'd seen. The act of pulling that tiny book out and writing in it brought an idea to life. It made the idea more permanent instead of some fleeting thought that got lost in the void of our memories. About 20 years ago, it became fashionable to carry a dictaphone with you. It was a small device used to note down ideas by just talking to it. Now we have cell phones. We can open, type a note, and that's so simple. You can choose for yourself how you want to note down things and your thoughts. But if you ask me, nothing really compares to the romance of seeing ink on paper creating your ideas. So your super simple habit starts by getting yourself a tiny pocket-sized notebook. Carry this and pen with you everywhere you go. And anytime inspiration strikes or an idea is born, write it down. And this way, you're free to continue thinking about other things and are never afraid of forgetting. Who knows? Maybe the next big world-changing idea might come out of that tiny pocketbook of yours. Now, if you like this podcast, don't forget to check out other interesting podcasts on the IVM network. You can listen to us on the IVM Podcast app or ivmpodcast.com. You can also follow us on social media. We are at IVM Podcast on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to reach out to me, I am at Ashdin Doc on Twitter and Instagram. We have a brand new habit coaching online course, quizzes, videos, and a lot more on the website awesome180.com. So check it out now.